Hello everybody, it's Joel from Silver Arrow Cars, and I am back with another no reserve auction. This is our 1987 BMW 560SL, code R107, with a removable hardtop, signal red exterior with the black leather interior. Very cool car, has a lot of original stuff still with it. This comes to us from a large collection of cars that a fella traded in on one of our vehicles in stock previously, and we've just prepared it. We've done a government safety inspection, we've installed a new set of tires on it, done a full detail, and here we are presenting it today. We did provide a driving video, so please check our YouTube channel, Silver Arrow Cars, or this auction that you're likely seeing this video, and you will come across the driving video. A really good condition car. This has lived in British Columbia, so we're just north of Seattle. It has been in lower British Columbia or in the Vancouver area ever since new. It was sold brand new in BC and has stayed there its entire life, which is why it is still in as the condition you see it today. No sun depletion of the black leather interior or the dash, no warping going on there. All the exterior is in quite good condition, and in fact it still has its original owner's manual with the that matches the VIN. It has the original delivery information to the first buyer and then the second buyer of the car, both in British Columbia. And then it has a lot of service increments in it, in those service books, showing diligent service all the way along, and then servicing here in Victoria as well. So it's been well kept over the years, and please use this video to go along with our photos. And I'm just going to walk you around the car and show you the condition of it and point anything out that needs to be pointed out, and so you can better place your bids on this no reserve auction, selling at no reserve out of Blaine, Washington on a Ohio title. All right, so let's get started. Thing to note, obviously, when you stand here and look at the car, it's got the European headlights, which I think is a big bonus for this car. I think the European headlights look killer on these 560SLs. Of course, we're used to seeing them with those dual front headlights. I think they look just perfect and give it a nice contrast to most of the other cars you see on the market. The bright work on the bumpers and the grille, nicely complemented with the wheel arches in chrome that goes along with window trim and the mirrors as well. It has had a paint job, and it looks to be an entire paint job during the course of its life. And that's probably one of the reasons why you see it in such a high gloss here today. I don't know when that paintwork took place. It seems to be obviously years ago. But we'll just walk around the car here. So starting in the front, those headlights and the marker lights look to be in good condition. The rubbers and the riders around the bumper, they all still are quite black, both in the rubbers on the front and then along here along the bumper ends. Same goes with the grille. The bright work in and around the grille is still in quite good condition, as you can see there. Looking across the hood, no major chips or cracking in the paint, nothing like that along the front and along the hood here. You can see the odd I don't know if you can see that, but the odd fisheye once you start looking and you get it under the right light. But it has a great appearance even up close. And that lower skirt in great condition as well, and you can see the plastic along the bottom, same thing. Signal markers or signal lights, good shape. Moving around the side, nice shine, and the chrome wheel arches look to be in good condition. I think that was a dealer installed accent piece or trim piece that was done at dealers as an upsell, likely in the business office. The Kumho tires are brand new. We installed those ourselves, as the tires that were on it before, tons of tread, but they were aged out and pretty hard. They didn't give a very nice ride. We also took the car for an alignment. There is some curb rash along the edges of the rims. We just left that as is. That can be up to the next owner if that's something they'd like to take care of. Nice and straight along the side of the car there. Windshield is in great shape as well. Looks to be the original Secure-It. Window trim and the bright work around it. Windshield wiper arms. No weird corrosion. The windshield looks to be the original, as I said. It's going to have a little bit of pitting, but I've got no big chips or spider cracks, anything like that to point out to you. You can see through the glass here that that upper dash is in really good condition. That's very apparent on a lot of cars that come from our region. We never get super hot summers, and we only get sun, a decent amount of sun 6 months of the year. The mirror caps, good shape. Looking up fairly close, that belt line trim, same thing, looks in good shape. When I show you the well, one, when you look at the Carfax, but also when you look at the original service manual, there's some chafing around that rim as well. When you look at that original service manual, you'll see a lot of the initial or early life up until about 100,000 kilometers or 60,000 miles. You'll see the entries, which is very cool, and I like to see that it's still with the car. Always indicative of a well cared for car and someone that's in tune with what they need to save and what they need to take care of. There's some chafes here that were touched up. Let's see if we can get those on the camera. There, you can see them. There is touch up that comes along with the car. I imagine that was probably done carelessly, taking off the hard top. Vinyl around the tonneau or the boot lid, it's in great shape. Laid out all the original owner's manuals, the tools for the hard top, and the latches on the top are right there. The mechanism for the soft top, or for the convertible top, works exactly the way it should. Power antenna works exactly the way it should. It's still got its factory radio. And then the same thing coming around the back. All the rubbers, all that's in great shape, still nice and black. There's some blemishes I need to point out. Again, it looks like maybe something slid off the edge, but there's a scratch right here. Again, acrylics and the lenses all look quite nice. Really great for their age. Same thing with the bumper. Opening up the trunk. No corrosion or rust or anything along that edge of the trunk. There you have your original tool roll and jack. Mercedes-Benz branded tools. Underneath you do have your spare. Then I only have a couple hands. I can guarantee you it is there. Battery is nice and freshly charged up underneath here. But all those carpets look to be in good condition. There's an original VIN tag on the trunk lid. And then the same thing along this side. A little bit of chipping on the edge of the gas cap, or the gas door, sorry. The wheels are the same condition on all four corners. Door latches and fitment is great. The convertible top lid, boot lid, whatever we want to call it. This works exactly the way it should and works well. And down the side of this side of the car is just as the other. Now getting into the interior, this is the leather, not the MB Tech, so leather, black leather seats, really good condition. We didn't do anything to them. They haven't been dyed or doctored or done anything. All we did was clean them. Passenger seat is in great shape. The recline dial works the way it should. The release on the side to get into the back works the way it should. Not always the case with some of these old cars. Door panels. The carpets are in nice shape. We do have some floor mats that'll go along with it. They're black. They show a little bit of weathering, but the carpets look great themselves. In the driving video, we do talk about the buttons and what works and what doesn't work. The passenger side mirror electric control works. The windows, of course, work. The hazard lights, the heated seats work. One setting on the driver's side, both settings in the passenger side, or it's just that other little light is not lighting up. And as I was talking about, the dash is in really good shape. No weird deterioration, no bubbling, no heat damage. In really, really good shape. And you see that across the wood paneling as well. There's a little bit of fade to it, but no major cracking that you see in a lot of them. Armrest is nice and tight, completely intact. There's both of your original keys. Let's move around to the driver's side. Steering wheel. You'll note the little silver piece on the center of the gauge cluster there did pop off. And there's your mileage, so kilometers, 139,870, and I believe that translates to about 87,000 miles. Driver's seat, same thing, really nice shape, very well intact. The bolsters are in good shape. There's good spring to the seat still, and the floor well, or the floor well, and the carpet's really well preserved and looking great on the driver's side. And then let's see if I can do this. So going into the maintenance booklet, see how challenging this is. So we can see where it all starts. Looks like it was delivered and first registered in July 27th of 87. And there goes my gimbal. Hold tight. Okay, we're back here. You can see it was delivered new July 27th, 1987, and then it looks like it was sold in December 23rd, 1988 to a doctor, Dr. Kenneth Fung, in Richmond, British Columbia. That's basically Vancouver. And then, as we flip through here, we can see the services begin. Sorry, challenging with one hand. So it looks like mileage, the first service happens in 1987. That happens at what looks like, I'm going to go with 13,479 kilometers, then 15,062, then 23,023 in 88, 30,878 in 1990. And by the way, Import Auto Sales, it looks like that was a selling dealer in Lethbridge, Alberta. Then Mercedes-Benz Canada, that's still a corporate Mercedes-Benz store in Vancouver, North Vancouver in fact. That's in 1988. That's no stamp. 3 Point Motors Limited, that's still our local Victoria Mercedes-Benz dealership. 3 Point Motors, 1996, at 60,000 kilometers. Again, Mercedes-Benz Vancouver this time, 69,000 kilometers. Caravan Motors, Vancouver, British Columbia, 91,000 kilometers. Same, 96,823 kilometers. Oil service, spark plugs, air fuel, trans filter, lube, latches, power steering, fuel injector cleaner. And then this looks to be the last one. Same one, Carnarvon Motors Limited, July 23rd, 2003. Water pump, coolant, thermostat, front pads, fan belts. And the mileage was at 100,000 kilometers. Oh, and one more. TC Motors, that's here in Victoria, 127,000 kilometers, 731, and that is in 2009. Since this is 2009, it's only gone 12,000 kilometers, or what, 8,000 miles. You'll also, so it's got the original owner's manual, and then another one of those actually has the VIN imprinted original literature inside it as well. Let me just quickly just going to pause the video here for 2 seconds, and I use both hands to get under the engine compartment. What the heck? Okay, we're back. Engine compartment looks really good. I could probably use, I'll see if I can use my light from my phone. You can see a lot of the CAD plating is still intact and very tidy. That is very typical for cars in our region. We don't get a lot of corrosion in the air. It turns out, or it produces cars that are well preserved and very tidy. And I think this is another example of that. So, I'll now walk you over to the hardtop. Very tidy and very white headliner in the hardtop, which is very impressive due to its age. No corrosion or issues along the bottom of the hardtop that you'll see on cars from other regions. That vinyl all looks to be in really good shape still. And then the exterior of the hardtop. Still that Mercedes-Benz Secure glass. The chrome bright work looks really good still. There is one dent here that we will try and have that removed before this goes live. Please ask us about it, and I'm sure we'll have that done. Secure glass still here. And that rear glass, of course. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching the video and for your bids. Please ask us any questions you have about the car. SilverArrowCars.com, contact seller button. Either way, we're selling this no reserve out of Blaine, Washington on an Ohio title. Thank you very much. Okay, just a quick video here. I showed in the walk around video that there was a slight dent in the hardtop here, but we had that removed. And you'll see, no longer there. So I wanted to show that real quickly, as I'm sure someone was going to ask about that, as well as while I'm standing here, we might as well do a cold start. Cold being the operative word. So, key to the on position, she cold. Go to the back. There you are. Dent in the top fixed and a cold start all in one. Good luck to all the bidders.